Symptoms you should not ignore. It is difficult to know when a certain symptom is malignant or benign. Take cough for example. How do you know when to wait the cold out and when you should consult with your doctor for bronchitis treatment? Your body communicates with you all day long, sending you all sorts of messages with various feelings and sensations. It is left for you to understand these signals and change accordingly. For instance, when you are hungry, you know it is the right time to eat. And when you are cold, you would most likely grab yourself a blanket. But what of the other signs that are not so obvious? Some just overlook all symptoms and signs and hate visiting the doctor for reasons best known to them. It is best for you and your doctor to be on the same page regarding your medical history and symptoms, peradventure something occurs and a medical care will be deserving. Plus, these signs are mostly ignored and may leave severe conditions undiagnosed. Ever encounter any of the 22 symptoms mentioned below, do not ignore them, have a conversation with your doctor. Always cold. Always feeling cold irrespective of your surrounding temperature? Something could be responsible for that chilliness from within. A less active thyroid may be responsible for the cold you are feeling. Other possible causes could be calorie deficit or hormonal imbalance. There is a special reason why we prefer dense food when it is winter. Bloating. Oftentimes, bloating is just normal. In a couple of cases, it could be the sign of a good thing. However, it can equally communicate a negative perception of your diet. Do you consume sodium in excess amounts? Or do you normally eat specific foods that upsets your stomach all the time? Be attentive to these symptoms, but recall that a small bloating may just be a harmless bloating. However, if you are having the extreme kind of bloating, or if yours does continue without any indications of reducing, it may be something worth looking into. Some cancers like that of the colon and stomach can result in bloating. Bruising often. Bruises are okay if you remember how you got them. However, if you constantly find bruises all over your body without recalling how they came to be, then it might just be time to seek the attention of medical experts. A couple of medications can equally cause soft bruising too. But it is equally an early symptom of certain cancers and diseases. Chest pain. Chest pains can be as a result of several reasons, with some being light and others being serious. It could be that you are experiencing an episode of acid reflux or heart attack. Either way, the safest bet is to consult with your medical advisor. If you are having heartburn, stay away from these food types. Confusion. Sudden confusion or disorientation can be a serious thing that deserves serious attention. Sometimes it can be so serious that these individuals need to contact their friends for help. That is mostly an indication of something more severe than a normal brain lapse. It could be that you are suffering from severe dehydration, a concussion, reduced blood sugar, beginning of dementia, or Alzheimer's disease. These foods can be helpful in reducing your chances of having Alzheimer's disease. Hence, if you feel concerned about the well-being of your brain, you may consider including them to your food. Constant thirst. Maybe you just ate a spicy food or you just had a difficult workout session earlier, you are most likely going to be abnormally thirsty. Only drink some extra water, take in some electrolytes, you should be okay. But if it appears you cannot stop your thirst regardless of the amount of water you drink, some other thing can be responsible. Excessive thirst as well as urination is an indication of diabetes, and other conditions like kidney failure. Something may be hindering your body's ability to have water adequately absorbed, in this extreme scenario. A man cannot stop drinking water until he has consumed about 5 gallons daily. That is an even more extreme situation than the hydration regimen of Tom Brady. Constipation. One possible reason why keto diet is seen as a bad idea? It is capable of getting you constipated. Our bodies need fiber from the food sources that are eliminated by keto diet, like grains, carbohydrate-based vegetables, and fruits, so that things can be moving smoothly. Constipation could just be a sign that you need additional fiber inside your food. It is equally an indication that you aren't eating that much food. Constipation serves as a popular side effect that accompanies low-calorie diet. Regarding serious cases, constipation can bring about bowel obstruction, colon cancer, or some other disorder that is serious. Difficulty breathing. Serious difficulty in breathing surely calls for some serious examination. But even little struggles or wheezing with your breathing should be seriously considered. Your problem could be asthma or even severe allergies. These foods do aid the allergies, while there are possible ways to treat asthma. Also noteworthy are the more serious possibilities like lung cancer or severe obstructive pulmonary disease. Disrupted sleep patterns. A small change regarding your sleep patterns should not scare you. If you are finding it difficult to get adequate sleep, it may be time for you to revisit your bedtime schedule. Not being able to sleep enough can be responsible for so many other discomforting symptoms. However, if you do sleep very deep and you have started to wake up periodically in the course of the night, sleep apnea may be responsible for the disruption. Dizzy spells. Too much dizzy spells are uncomfortable. They are equally an indication that something is not right. It may be an indication of something not so serious, such as breath shortness or hunger. However, it could equally indicate an infection of the ear, inefficient circulation, or a deficiency in iron. In severe cases, dizziness may indicate a disorder in neurology. Excessive sweating. When it is extremely hot out there or you are playing a serious game of football, sweating is useful and welcome. But if you are just at your desk or having fun with your friends, you surely do not feel as excited when you start sweating. Unexplained or excessive sweating is awkward and mostly unpleasant. A couple of things can be responsible. First, it could be anxiety. These very common habits are capable of worsening your anxiety, but stopping them may not be the solution to your problem. Discuss with your medical professional about how you can treat anxiety. Perspiration can be triggered by thyroid disorder or hormonal imbalances. Fatigue. We are talking of the "I cannot lift my eyelids or arms" kind of fatigue, which is more than being a little exhausted, that can be traced to any of these not so clinical reasons. Fatigue could be caused by deficiency in vitamins or even malignant cancer. Should you feel very concerned, visit your doctor. Lump within your throat. Aware of that feeling when you get choked up? That lump that develops inside your throat whenever you are becoming emotionally gripped is not any big deal. However, if that same feeling comes up when you are calm, cool and collected, it will be a good idea to have it checked out. Esophageal, throat cancers and thyroid are capable of causing this very feeling. Memory loss. Everybody forgets stuffs now and then. Give yourself a break. However, if you have become increasingly forgetful, particularly when others begin to notice, you may want to speak with your doctor. This seemingly harmless forgetfulness can be the genesis of dementia or Alzheimer. Muscle cramps. Experiencing frequent and painful muscle cramping? Electrolyte imbalance can be responsible for it. Consistent hydration can be of help. For this same reason, exercising causes cramps for some persons. When you've lost that much water through sweating, rehydrating becomes essential. Night sweats. If you lack an air conditioning system in your house or you are waking up in the middle of the night due to a nightmare, then your night sweating may not be an indication of any serious thing. You may just need some little alterations to your sleeping habits to help prevent it. However, if you see your body drenched every morning with an average temperature in your room, then you certainly need to see a doctor. It can be caused by menopause or hypothyroidism, amongst others. Whatever the issue is, speak with your doctor. Shortness of breath. Having climbed up 4 flights of stairs, a slight wheezing can be considered normal. However, if it coming out of the blues, or it significantly hinders your functional ability, you may want to look into that. Shortness of your breath, equally called dyspepsia, may be your initial warning of a heart attack, stroke, or even blood clot. It is also likely a sign of asthma or lung infection, 2 things that require serious medical attention. Swollen legs. I'm not surprised if you are asking how you can know if your legs are beginning to swell. You may notice lines on top your ankles and feet where your shoe normally strains your skin. In addition, the swelling could be physically noticeable or uncomfortable. Leg swelling happens when blood gathers in your legs. This may be a function of a thyroid problem, blood clot, vein problem, or heart failure. Whenever this is noticed, see your doctor instantly, especially when you have had a heart attack before. Swollen lymph nodes. Swollen lymph nodes can be as a function of cold or some other illness. You don't need to freak about it. The thing is, many persons have been diagnosed with cancer when they just went to see their doctor for swollen lymph nodes. So they could swell due to cancers or something else. It is not going to cost you anything to meet with your doctor and ask questions. Unexplained weight gain. If you are having a slight weight gain, that is around or under 10 pounds, it is just the usual fluctuation that goes on inside any normal human. However, if the weight gain is rapid, do not resort to dieting. Visit your doctor. It may be hormonal changes, symptomatic, kidney disease or some side effect from a medication. Unexplained weight loss. You may consider weight loss to be something good all the time, but if you have been on a specific weight for a considerable period of time and all of a sudden comes the drops in pounds, it may be an indication of something serious. Certain cancer types can trigger weight loss, just as diabetes, thyroid changes and some other conditions can. Weakness. Perhaps you had a serious workout or you have not eaten for some time. Muscle weakness is bound to happen and the situation can be easily remedied. Eat more and rest more. But extreme or unexplained weakness is of great concern. If that weakness has to do with just one section of your body, it may be stroke. Contact 911. If your weakness is persistent and not so localized, problems associated with brain communication or nervous system could just be on the cards. It may also mean a short in vitamin D. Thanks for watching.